My name is Sanas van Elsner. I'm originally from Iran. I moved to Germany with my parents when I was 13 years old. It was really scary as a child to be there, going through the war, which started at 1980 when I was 4.5 years old. They started with the bombardments in Tehran. And so we had this going to the cellar and the radio being always on loudspeakers, that we can hear it whenever the alarms were going on, so that we can move fast towards the cellar. I have this memory of these buildings. I'm sorry. Yeah, these damaged buildings, and see all of that. The memory is still there. When you come in a foreign country and you're not able to express yourself, you feel kind of disabled. It's like, oh my God, I can't understand anything and I cannot tell them what I feel and how I feel. And I'm not sure when it changed from not understanding a word towards understanding everything and then being able to talk freely. But I would say it was somewhere between 6-8 months. I think because of these restrictions in my biography throughout my whole childhood until the puberty, I was really able to read people. A few years ago, I heard the expression anti-fragile, which I love. I can really relate to that because anti-fragile is even more than resiliency. It's like being under real pressure and come up even stronger, like a phoenix from ashes. So that's what I relate myself to. It's a very complex and volatile and insecure world we are living in. So to become more flexible and train on your soft skills, have trust in your leadership and have trust in your team and have a good conflict management can actually raise a lot the performance of the whole team. And having this good atmosphere, even though, for example, some organizations don't work well, we know that but you can make your own footstep as a leader in your small team and do it differently than the whole organization. And for me, that's enough for a change. One of the core competencies actually of mine is to uncover also people's talents. And I have different methods and tools to let them see, black on white on paper, okay, that's what I can do. Can you transfer these talents and strengths to? What are you doing now? What's your role now? And where are you using it? You need to use it at least like 70%. And then you will feel purposeful and being on the right path and feel like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. And then you will have the motivation from inside, the intrinsic one. And you don't need people to motivate you to do stuff because it's fun. The core message would be know your talents and strengths and search for your happiness. When you are in your strengths, does it make you happy too? And if it does make you happy, then you will be valuable to your organization in your strengths and talents, and you will be valuable to the people around you who you work with. I think the task of a leader is to understand where the talents and strengths of your team is, where they have their happiness and are motivated intrinsically to do their tasks, and what's their value to the team. I love the leaders being a gardener, to know exactly which plants, in terms of their team members, needs how much water, how much sun, where's the best place for them to be. It's like the oleander. It flowers and flourishes in Italy, in South Italy and in France, but it's not the best place to be in Germany. So it's not a great idea to put an oleander on your walls in Germany. I love this idea of leaders being in a servant kind of leadership. For me, it represents the conductor standing in front of the orchestra, but never pushing too much or pulling too much. He knows exactly what the strengths and talents of his people are. And he's only standing there, empowering them to put this really nice music together so that it sounds really great to our ears, and show them how they can grow by themselves without being too pushy or pulling too much. One of my supervisors just told me this one sentence, and it sticks with me until today. It's like, the reason why you are here and not somewhere else, and not an alcoholic or not a drug addict or whatever, there were always possibilities, is because you're very optimistic and you were always searching for the right support and right people, even though you didn't know it. So actually, that's my story. I always was very open towards the world, and my glass is always half full. And so I think that's what took me through all these hard times, to know someday I will know that life is still nice, even though these things happened. Yeah. And I know it now. And that's what I'm trying to show people. I share a few things out of my own life because I see it could help my coachee to see it's a tunnel now, but there's always light on the other end. And at the end, everything will be good. And if it's not good, it's not the end.